feathers. Screw you.
It's a me.
Shut up, Mario. Hey guys, welcome to Culture Shock. My name's Anthony.
And I'm John from Johnny F. Co.
Open world games are the level 100 people who play Battlefield who have way too much time on their hands of video games.
Or it's the only game you buy out of the year.
Welcome to Culture Shock. We're about to talk about open world game design, and as you can see, we have very different thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm wearing sunglasses on my head. I personally don't like open world games as much as I used to when I was younger, and let's figure out why that is, and let's also talk about game design as far as open world games, because recently Witcher came out, Witcher 3,
yes,
Batman Arkham Knight came out.
Oh yeah.
What other open world games?
GTA 5?
GTA 5 was back then, but you know, there's been a lot of open world games. Far Cry was open world, Watch Dogs was another open world game. There's a lot of open world games. Let's talk about them. Open world game design, go. What makes a good open world, John?
Variety.
Okay. Alright, well thanks for watching, guys. That was great. Variety.
Really, variety. When I think about open world games, I always, to me, the best open world game ever made probably is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Why is that?
The amount of variety. So much shit to do contained into one game.
Mm-hmm. And it all felt unique?
It did. What I liked about San Andreas, it had 3 cities in it, which was already pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't as big as what you have now in GTA 5.
But GTA 5 only has 1.
Yeah, GTA 5 only has 1, and it's big, and yeah, it's big and it's beautiful. But the problem with that is it really boils down. There's not a lot of shit to do within that city,
and it's just the same city. It's not. It doesn't. There's no variety to it.
Right. I mean, well, there's a variety. I mean, there's variety in the design of it. It looks gorgeous. Yeah. I will praise Rockstar's artist until the end of time. You guys have made a work of fucking art with this city. Same thing with Batman Arkham Knight. Rocksteady, those developers, you guys have made a work of fucking art here. This looks gorgeous.
Yeah, now I'm more impressed with an open world like Batman or even The Witcher, I think, because they're new worlds, they're open worlds. I think I'm less impressed with GTA and those games because that's outside. That's down the road. That's downtown. I can go look at that. I've seen that in the past.
Yeah, I get it, but it's also fun to you can't go outside right now and hop in a fucking monster truck.
I can.
And go, you could, but that would be really expensive.
Yes, well, not unless I steal it.
Yes, which will probably get you arrested.
Yes.
So
not unless I escape.
So it's still I'll
get the Ron and Star
I like GTA because it's a fantasy universe, but it's a fantasy universe that's very it's a parody of our world.
Okay.
That's why I like the GTA games and the setting there, obviously.
All right, but in design of that game, and I'll say I don't like GTA much. It's fun for a little bit, but I lose complete interest because there's too much story to it, to me. It's so long.
Yeah.
Now, a thing you told me recently is Batman. Originally, I wanted to play Batman, and then I saw you play it the other day, and I was just kind of like, am I really interested to play Batman Arkham Knight? I didn't play the other games, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, do I want to? Now, you said that the main game can be blown through in about 8 hours if you just literally, is that a word? Literally? Literally.
If you just focus on the main story.
If I play the game linearly.
If you just
that
focus
sounds
on
right.
No.
Come on.
It's linearly?
Linearly.
I don't like it.
If I play it in a straight line, if I go through the story real quick, it's 8 hours, you said.
Yeah, if you just stick to the main quest, put it on easy so you don't have to worry about the upgrades and all that shit, you can blow right through it.
Now that's good to me. I like that.
Yeah.
GTA 5 is what, 40?
Yeah, it's
fucking stupid.
Main quest. It's a big main quest.
I get completely bored, and I don't think it's well designed in that regard. I think it's very stretched out and boring. Where Batman, maybe it's 8 hours, maybe I'll play through that. Well, now there are design decisions. Well, what?
I've always said an open world game is only as boring as the person playing it.
I'm getting raped in the knee, in the kneecap right now, penis into knee.
Well, that's because you're standing on the box.
Yep. Guys, I'm short. Look how short I am.
He is shorter.
I'm Danny DeVito. I'm bending down, but
you're like a penguin.
I am the penguin. Fuck you, John. I'm not boring. I just don't have a lot of time to play open world games. That's why I made the argument in the beginning. That's also what I think open world games need.
I will disagree. I think open world games, because because like with San Andreas and Vice, like the games I used to buy.
Yeah.
Like when I would buy a game, I wanted the bang for my buck.
Okay.
I wanted to buy a game. If I was going to drop $50, $60 on a game, I wanted to make sure that this game was going to last me a long time.
I can understand.
Because I used to be a broke college student.
I can understand.
And I didn't have Steam.
Steam is cheap, yeah.
I had a PS2 and I had $60. I would look at something like Vice City and I'm like going like, this is a game that I can play for hours on end.
Yeah.
Because it's open world, it allows me to do whatever I want to do. It isn't this path I have to go on. It's a world.
Well, maybe that's a new thing. There are a lot more games available, a lot cheaper. There's mobile games, there's phone games. You're not limited anymore. I understand. When I was younger, I used to play freaking this game Battlezone 2 or Halo, millions of hours. Battlezone was just a real-time strategy game, and I just used to play a real-time strategy game over and over and over and over on the same maps and the same battles, but I'd do it, and it was fun because I was younger, and that's the one game I had. But now that I don't have a lot of time to sink into every game, I like Uncharted type of games. I like those quick experiences. I can get in and enjoy it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like I like a good linear game too. Like something like Uncharted comes out, I want to play it.
Yeah.
Because I can't play. It's like, you know, okay, I'm going to jump into this. I can blow through it in 8 hours. But that's the thing with Uncharted. Like also, if that was the only game you bought that year,
you'd be disappointed.
No, but there are the collectibles you can find. There's all this like side stuff that if you want to play the game over and over and over, it's available. Now, did you do that with the Uncharted games?
No, I found what I found and I played through it. I played through it once. I enjoyed the experience, but because it's linear, I don't want to play it again. I feel like open world games outstay their welcome, and Uncharted stays their welcome long enough. I played through it, I had fun. Speaking of collectibles, one of the biggest, the main reason, the biggest thing I wanted to talk about is like, okay, so Ubisoft has a formula they've kind of figured out. And unfortunately, I feel like a lot of open world games subscribe to this formula of find the little things that are almost meaningless. Yeah. What do the Riddler trophies do in Batman?
The Riddler trophies, I like the Riddler trophies in the Batman game.
What do they do?
They allow you to catch the Riddler. You get all the trophies, you catch the Riddler. That's the ultimate goal of that mission. But I like how you get the Riddler trophies because they're always designed around a puzzle. Like it's sort of like a something like Portal. You have this puzzle, you have to figure it out to get the trophy. You get all the trophies in the end, you catch the Riddler. That's the end goal.
All right.
Is it dumb? Yeah.
I like that. In a way, like I do think it's kind of just padding and fluff, kind of to add to the game because the payoff is very tiny.
It is. I will agree with you.
But that's done better than Assassin's Creed.
Oh, easily.
Find the feather.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed is annoying because
find the feathers. They don't do anything.
I agree.
Assassin's Creed 2. Chris bitched about this the other day in the other room. Because he played Assassin's Creed 2. I've done it too. You're supposed to collect all the feathers because there's this backstory about like if you find the feathers, your mom will be happy again because her husband died or get over it. But you find all the feathers and nothing happens. She just goes like and walks away and like what was the point of that? There is no point. The same thing in like there's certain Far Cry has kind of those things where it's like find the little relic.
Right.
What does the relic do? You can look at it. Those are pointless in open world games. I hate that fluff.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
I'm with you. I'm 100% with you on that.
And that's why I thought Batman kind of felt like that because I saw the menu and I saw the little like percentage marks. When a game gives you a list to do, it feels like a chore list. It's like you got 13% of the Riddler trophies. You're not there yet.
Yeah, if you enjoy the game, it's not a chore though.
Now that's a good argument too. I didn't play Batman. I'm not sucked into it.
Yeah.
I don't know if hours down the road I would have been like, yeah, I gotta keep playing. I gotta find them all.
That's the thing. It's like I played. You know what turned me onto the Batman games was a demo I played of Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
I played the demo and it was like, you know, once you got to the room where like you had to, you know, a bunch of guards running around with guns and you kind of have to hunt each one down individually. I'm like, I'm sold. And even in Asylum, I was like, you know, it was one of those games, this was really before we started Neebs Gaming and all that stuff. I would buy a game and I would keep that. I would play that game for half the year.
In open world game design, they have to make it interesting. Right. Assassin's Creed does not do that. No. Far Cry does not do that. No. They have that formula. Watch Dogs. It's amazing that they think they can make every single open world game they make the same.
Yeah.
It's gotten ridiculous.
An open world game needs variety.
Yeah, you go up to a tower, but they do it so to the T of like, you go to a tower, hack the tower, it shows the environment around you. There you go. Go and do the mission. But it's in every one of those games. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I don't like that at all. Like, I don't like... I love how you find Riddler trophies in Batman.
Okay, because it's a puzzle.
Yeah. Well, you can get locations from it by interrogating certain... Like, you'll see a group of guys walking down the street, a group of criminals or whatever. One of them be glowing green. That means that one guy is a Riddler informant.
Ooh, it's a Riddler guy.
So then now you jump in. You have to beat the shit out of everybody else around him him so you can interrogate him and find out where the trophy is.
Okay, see, that's more interesting.
That's fun.
They designed it well.
They just the Batman games have always been designed very well for an open world game, and that's why I love them.
Yeah, they designed it well. It's not, hey, go rip down the posters and collect a few feathers, and there's a boot. Get it?
Yeah, I mean, a couple of them are like that. Like in Arkham City, you had to find like eight or nine Titan containers, and then you just blew them up. That's it.
That's kind of
it's kind of lame.
It's fluff.
It's fluff. But once you all blew them all up, you got to fight Bane.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a little thing.
There's always just sort of a reward for doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
San Andreas, the rewards, like they had some things that I played that game for hours and hours, and I still never collected some of the stuff.
Did you get like a jetpack and a bunch of bullshit by the end?
Yeah, well, that was like the jetpack was by just the normal mission, so that was cool already.
Yeah.
But there were like these clamshells that you collected underwater.
Oh, clamshells.
Yeah, never got all those. But apparently, and here's why: is like you get all those, and now an attack helicopter spawns at your airfield.
Oh, good.
But you had cheats.
You could, okay,
and cheats, are so easy to just like, fuck that.
Helicopter, exactly. So that's pointless.
It's like, that was a pointless side quest.
Fluffy thing.
Yeah.
I like the Witcher that recently came out. Now, I haven't played all through The Witcher, but I like the way that game is designed as far as an open world game. They don't give you a list of tasks. They don't give you a list. I mean, once you find them, they do. But right off the bat, you don't have like, hey, make sure you find 25 out of 35 feathers and Riddler trophies. You walk around, talk to people, then you talk and you get a mission, and then you go do the mission.
Yep.
There isn't like this set list of things you need to collect. Everything makes sense in the context of what you're doing, and it makes sense in the world, and it's an interesting world. It's an interesting context.
Yeah. And the only stuff you really have to collect is the stuff that you can use in like alchemy or building an armor.
And that's like crafting stuff, exactly. Which I forgive that for collecting, because that's part of a system. It's like go out and collect the berries and collect the things. Mm-hmm. It's not just an arbitrary like go collect the Witcher statues and it'll increase your power.
Yeah. As far as like we were talking about open world design.
Yes.
I like in something like San Andreas or any of the GTA games, Witcher included, I like quests that keep things very localized.
You were saying this before, yeah.
You walk into a village, you have a quest, that quest just contains this village. It's about this thing.
Yes.
I hate quests that say like, hey, I need this thing. I need you to travel way the fuck over there to get it and then bring it back to me. Skyrim was bad for this. Oh, I need you to go to Solitude and like talk to a guy and then come back and just tell me what he said.
Oh, sure. How far away is it?
It's just 1,000 miles that way. Like, if you're gonna have quests like that, you have to make the traversal fast.
Let me grab a beer. All right, guys, open world game design to me just needs to be interesting. Too many open world games. While John's gone, let me bitch about GTA 5 or any of the GTA games. You get a mission and it's like, hey, get in the minivan. Or even Red Dead Redemption. Hey, get on our horse and let me give you a bunch of exposition. It's like, fuck you, I don't want to ride 10,000 miles. I don't want to walk 10,000 miles on a horseback so you can tell me about the poor widow down the street who's dying. Whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
I will defend Red Dead Redemption till the day I die.
It's the same as GTA 4 and GTA 5. Get in the minivan and listen to exposition.
I agree. There is that. That's part of any like Rockstar game. It's trying to deliver you story. And honestly, like I've played through Red Dead Redemption probably about 4 times. Probably the same as Batman. The more I play it, it's like watching a movie twice. You catch things that you didn't catch before. You get more invested in characters because like, okay, now I kind of know a little bit about you because I've already played this once. Mm-hmm. I know where your story goes. I get a little bit more into the narrative. And I know that sounds crazy, but Red Dead Redemption, what I like about Red Dead Redemption is, and this is any open world game, a good open world game is defined to me by how good it is after you finish the main story.
Yeah.
Now that's like bear with me.
I get what you're saying, but I've never finished an open world game.
And
that's
See, that's the thing. It's like San Andreas. San Andreas was awesome because once I got through the story, I felt like I owned this place. Mm-hmm. Like I have a casino over in the Vegas area. I have a car shop over in the San Francisco area. Yeah. All the territory wars in the Las Vegas area. I've won all those, so like my gang's the strongest.
Yeah.
There's that feeling of like I've conquered this place, and that's what a good open world game does to me.
Okay.
Like Vice City is another good one. It's like by the end of Vice City, you felt like you were the drug lord in that town, and that's something I think GTA 5 fucked up because in GTA 5 you could buy certain properties, but you couldn't buy as much as you wanted. You couldn't have. You couldn't have a different house. Like I wanted a house here, but I also wanted a house over in Paleto Bay. Yeah. Like I wanted to feel like I could own this world.
Yeah, it feels automated and just like boring to me.
Yeah. So GTA 5 is as graphically awesome as it is I think a worse game than San Andreas and Vice City.
I agree. I get bored in GTA 5 more than any other game. And maybe that's because because I'm a little older, and back when GTA first came out, I was like, ha, kill everybody, and now I'm just like, kill everybody, and I get bored really quick from that. The multiplayer is boring to me. Everybody just wanders around and punches each other until that gets old. Open world games need to be interesting, and they don't need to have fluffing bullshit like all Ubisoft games ever made that are open world. They're all the same. This game, this game, this game, this game, this game. They're the same design across the board. How do you do that?
Because they make one.
It's remarkable.
Because people keep buying them.
Stop buying the shit, people.
Really, stop buying that shit.
Stop buying Grand Theft Auto. The garbage.
But see, the difference is there.
I'm just kidding.
No, a Grand Theft Auto game comes out every 5 or 6 years, and an
Yes.
Assassin's Creed game comes out every 2 months. That's the difference.
That's the difference.
That's why I get pissed off.
That's why they gotta fill it with fluff like fucking feathers!
Yeah. But now, here's another thing. It's like, GTA 4
was garbage.
Was garbage.
Oh, it was the worst game in the series.
GTA 4, The Ballad of Gay Tony, is awesome.
Because it was short and
No,
focused?
not because of the story, just because of the more, like, stuff to do. Like, they added more shit. So, like, that's my thing with GTA 5. I know they've said they're coming out with single-player DLC for it. I'm curious to see where GTA 5 is at 5 years from now.
Okay, I can understand what you're saying. Like, in those games, it adds things to do, you have fun. In Assassin's Creed, I feel like the whole city is made out of cardboard boxes. And if I knock down one of the buildings, everything will fall and I'll see the set dressing for what it is. A bunch of boxes.
Yeah.
That isn't really a city.
Now, open world games, like, I think, I've always said a good open world game could be just set in a small town, like, really have a small map.
Yeah.
Because even you look at Vice City, Vice City's map is tiny compared to the shit we have nowadays. But Vice City felt good because it was so contained, it was a little bit more focused.
Yeah, you just gotta keep it interesting.
Open world games coming out like Fallout 4.
I want Fallout 4.
Fallout 4 looks
Fallout
amazing.
4 has, Fallout 3 I've been playing recently. Yeah, that game has an interesting world. I enjoy playing it. You meet all these new people, you interact, you have decisions.
Yes.
That's fun.
No, Bethesda's always good at making open world games. Their faces are wooden and weird.
That's okay.
But yeah, you get over it.
Yep,
Whereas
I
like that's
sure do.
that's like Rockstar's and that's Rockstar's strength is they're a little bit more cinematic with everything.
Yes.
And Bethesda's strength is like it feels like they're putting more into their world to like collect and pick up.
do
and all that
do
stuff.
things.
Yeah.
You have more things to do, but yeah, you kind of suspension of disbelief on what you're actually looking at.
Yeah. Well, the thing, I guess the difference there is Bethesda games, you make your own character, which I like better. Whereas in like GTA, you are playing a character unless you're in online. Then you sort of make your own character, but there's nowhere near the amount of variety of stuff to do as in something like Skyrim or as in something like Fallout 3.
Yeah, I played Skyrim for 10 minutes, or on a stream for an hour, and all I did after I got out of the tutorial level was run to the guy who leads you to the next town right in the intro.
Riverwood, yeah.
Riverwood. I snuck behind a tree. I snuck behind a tree and just ran away from him. And so I went to a town and I found this douche sitting in a chair. He was like the king, and I punched him because he looked like an asshole. And then everyone in the town started to attack me, so I ran. And then I ran into a bridge and there was a dragon, and I died. But I created an adventure, and it was intriguing, it was interesting. It wasn't just a bunch of cardboard boxes all standing around that look like a city and look like an environment that really has nothing to do. But that's what we think about open world game design, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know what you think in the comment section below about open world game design. What makes a good open world game to you?
Fun, variety.
No, not you, them.
Oh, them? Okay.
Them, those people watching the video on YouTube.
There's a lot of good open worlds coming out later this year.
If you like open world.
If you like open worlds, there's Mad Max that might be good.
The movie was good.
Yeah, there's Fallout 4, obviously.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Just Cause 3.
What's we do with Just Cause 3? We played
I played Just Cause 2.
I did too. I showed Neebs it the other day.
Really?
Well, I've played it, but I showed Neebs it the other day, and it reminded me that game was fucking garbage.
No.
It was garbage with a grappling hook attached to it. It was a trash can with a grappling hook attached to it. Yippee for this part. Fuck
good.
the trash can.
What trash can?
The game is garbage is what I'm saying.
No, the game's awesome.
Let us know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Like this video if you want to help out the show. Follow us on Twitch. Just Cause is garbage.
It isn't. It's fun.
Level starts off that awesome, you know you're in for something special. Nepal starts off with a truck chase, then shootouts, then this girl with this ass does this.